From the savannah to the midland and the equatorial, Ambazonia has risen to fall no more. Ambazonia rise.
Dear Ambazonians on the home front and diaspora.
Dear Ambazonia freedom fighters in the home front and in the diaspora.
The Ethics Commission of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia is coming out to alert you that it is becoming more and more evident that the former British Southern Cameroons, aka Ambazonians, will soon emerge as the newest nation in the world.
We are calling on all of us to start preparing to receive Ambazonia as parents prepare to receive their firstborn child. Malcolm X said, tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. We are already very educated, talented, and very rich in natural resources. Do all this guarantee a safe and prosperous Ambazonia? The answer is an emphatic no. Theodore Roosevelt said, to educate a person in the mind but not in morals is to educate a menace in society.
Ambazonians, it is time to start planning to restore our cultural and social values that characterize us as a people of good repute. Before our Republic to Cameroon invasion, we were respectful of each other, of the law, and of our culture. We earned our living through honest hard work, making clean money for ourselves.
Our values helped us to maximize the benefits of our natural resources as well as our human resources. Southern Cameroons were serene and clean, simply beautiful in spirit and in the physical. We all long for such a place to call home, and we can make it happen by God's grace.
Our local government areas and counties, are you preparing? Do you have an ethics commission in your local government areas, counties to serve as a moral compass for you? Do you have a copy of the Ambazonia Ethics Code and the Constitution?
All arms of government, do you have an ethics agency? Departments of DSS, HSS, Communications and IT, Education, DHACM, DFA and DEINR. Do you have ethics agency to serve as a moral compass for your departments?
Ambazonians, you need to know your rights by reading the Ethics Code and the Constitution.
Shame unethical behavior and reward good behavior in your communities. Hold leaders accountable. Be the watchdog of your communities and governments. See something, say something.
The church, you are the main research center of moral principles with the responsibility of moralizing the society. How effective are you outside the church building?
Maya Angelou said, when you know better, then you do better. Ambazonians, watch ethics for an emerging Ambazonia every Friday at 10 p.m. Amba time.
Exclusively on ABC Amba TV. Stay tuned.
Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems.
fellow members of Fako County and fellow members of government who have accompanied me here to the Fako County and the Federal Capital Territory, dear population of Ambazonia and ARFs. I seize this opportunity to thank our dynamic population, first of all, for sending another clear message to the occupier, to the annexationist, La République du Cameroun. the message is clear that Ambazonia is not La République du Cameroon. That their attempts to end our resistance by bringing down the IG or the forces that sustain our resistance has flopped. That's the message. That our 43,000 kilometers square belong to Ambazonia. And that even in the middle of noise, La République, especially that which La République is sponsoring in our midst, the people still know the voice. They are not confused. Those who were wondering whether this is the end of the struggle, that probably we have lost him, that maybe this is the beginning of the end of the struggle because of what the enemy has sown and propagated. Yesterday was your answer. Our condolences to those soldiers who, within the week, in enforcing the laws of Ambazonia, some of them lost their lives. Some of them were wounded. We really condole with those who died and their families. We have always observed moments of silence to show our deep concerns about them. May their souls rest in power until we honor them all in Boya. Fako has at least 13 military barracks from Boya, Fako, Victoria, and West Coast. It is a military fortress. Those people who compare Fako with any other place are not smart. They don't even know what they're talking about. Notwithstanding, our ARFs for 4 years counting have been able to withstand these people, have been able to withstand them. And I congratulate them for that. We all do. I want to appreciate our ARFs, especially in the Federal Capital Territory in Fako, for resisting the enemy right in his stronghold. Right in his stronghold. My message to all the ARFs, beginning with those in Fako, is that there is a difference between your neighbor, your friend, your teacher, your helper, your colleague, all these put together, and your family. Family is the only constant you have. Family is the only constant you have. The rest, you can have a neighbor today, he will not be your neighbor tomorrow. You can have a friend today, he will not be your friend tomorrow. You can have a colleague today, the colleague will not be your colleague tomorrow. You can have a teacher today, the teacher will not be, you can even have a helper today. The helper will not be your helper forever. But there is a place you call family, and that place is constant. You can always count on family because the family will be there. And this interim government is the family you have in this revolution. I say this to Fako and I say it to all the ARS. The only constant you have, which is the family, is this interim government, which was there, which is here, and which shall be there for you. Any strategy, plan, or program that bullshits your family will not be there for you for long. Any strategy, any friendship, any move that distances you from your family will leave you in the cold sooner or later. So don't forget. Unity with everyone is a ploy of the enemy. The enemy wants us to embrace unity with everyone, anyone. That is not a strategy. It is foolishness. Anybody who knows anything about security, anything about defense, will call it foolishness. Because you can't tell me to close my eyes and embrace anybody. You can't tell me to close my eyes and go away with anyone. Anyone, whoever comes and say, here am I just go with it. That would be foolishness. That would be foolishness. The right kind of unity is the unity with the like-minded. The same species unite, gather together. You are not of my own species. I have nothing to do with you. You're not my enemy, but you're not my friend. I won't go along with you. I won't caucus with you. I won't call you my friend. Ambazonia Restoration Forces. Only unity that is reasonable, that even the Bible prescribes, unity among those who call themselves brethren, because they are one. Their unity is strength. By uniting with your enemy, no matter the reasons you give, you say, we just want to be together, we just want to be cool, is weakness. Because anytime you allow the infiltrator in your ranks, no matter how strong you are, your strength has been reduced by the presence of that infiltrator. So it is weakness for you to unite with just anyone. Who are the like-minded? ARS. Who are the like-minded to unite and call family? The like-minded are those who fight the same enemy as you fight. The like-minded are those who don't kill other Ambazonia Restoration Forces as you, just as you two don't. Those are like-minded. Those who don't kidnap to survive. Those who don't torment the population, who don't make the population victim, but protect the population. These ones are your type, therefore your family. That is family, the like-minded family that will take us to Boya. I want to challenge us, Fako, because I want this year to be greater than all. Because of the time that we are. I keep saying the time so that I will not say too much. I want Fako to reorganize. We have had the recent shaking that we had in the interim government. Fako was one of the epicenters. But thank God we are still here. See, we are here. That means the wind has done its own, but thank God we are still here. We have a work to do. We have to challenge ourselves. And I want to challenge the people of Fako to organize, to reorganize, to take back the momentum. Beginning with the bona fide sons and daughters and indigenes of Fako. and all those who are born and bred in Fako, like some of us who were plantation children in the CDC, Iko, Selele, Bota, Mondoni, Muliko, Banana. Those who have business interests in Fako, you know that if you have land in Fako, invested in Fako, probably most 90% out of 100, as the plane is landing back in Amazonia, you will go where your treasure is. So you will surely go and find out what is happening there. Probably that's where your investment will be. That is home for you. So you must look at Fako as your place. Those who have marital ties or family ties with Fako, you cannot just focus on your local government and county. Remember the other side, the other part of you, which is family, which is part of you. You have to do everything to make Fako, because the enemy is not focused in Fako for nothing. If you want to win the war, meet the enemy where it is. Because wherever the enemy has claimed as a fortress, no matter how much we do, if we don't bring down Fako to the rest, even if the rest of the country is conquered, if we don't bring Fako to that level, the war is not ending. You know, the head, Fako is like the head. And until the head has died, until the brain has died, they say the person has not died. The person is still alive. But when the brain dies, they say, okay, just go and drop this, it's finished. So it is the head that accommodates, the head that coordinates, the head, I think historically has also been the head. In addition to just not just being the capital, the symbolic capital, it has been the head. You know, and the wisdom that has, the revolutionary wisdom that has guided us as a people up to this time. And I know that if we get it right in Fako, we'll get it right in Amazonia. So when it comes to Fako, it is not one man's assignment. It's our assignment. It shall come to pass, I think, that the whole of Amazonia and all our forces, for the final fight, the final onslaught to the capital, it will still involve all of us. Sure that the day shall come that will surround the whole of Fako, and that will be the final Armageddon that will install our power, because the enemy is really building a fortress, Fako. If we don't do our best, then they will continue to thrive in Fako. And if we don't do our best, we will just be entering Fako for a suicide expedition. But so we have to do everything to build up our capacity. I want to congratulate all of us who have been making sacrifices openly and secretly in this county, building the work we have done so far. Without you, there will be no gun head in Fako. I want to congratulate our ghost fighters, who are one of the best in the whole country, who have done much and they are doing much. They have risked their lives, situations that some of them I know. And I appreciate that. Until Fako is taken, we cannot triumph until we get it right. The enemy is in Fako, and even the enablers are focusing in Fako for those reasons, because they want to make sure, the governor wants to make sure that by every means, he should have a little, all the La Republic, all the colonial power want to make sure that by every means, let them still have a little handle, a little space, a leeway in Fako to give the impression to the rest of the world that they are still in charge. Even though 80% of the rural areas, they have all moved from there. They are just hiding in 1 or 2, 3, 4 capital cities and sitting there and launching the raids and then rushing back to their safety. But they will still want to make sure that as far as Fako is concerned, let them keep their stronghold. And they multiply enablers to make sure that it is not well with Fako. That's why all the enablers, they are all focused on Fako. Some of them are even sons of Fako. Terrible. We must we must focus our effort where it matters most, and the enemy's presence tell us where it matters most. This cannot happen without proper reorganization. Let us do what the previous leadership in Fako did not allow me to do. I tried my best. I tried to come. I spoke one-on-one. I said, can we organize? Can I even go from local government to local government? Can I talk with the people? Can we get more people enrolled and register? He said no, because the idea was to keep it small so that they can control it. You keep it small at the county level, just have a few people to deal with, and then if you can wrap all of them, they control them. So the idea of me trying to reach out to all the local government, build them and strengthen the pillars to build a bigger house where more people will be involved was thwarted all the way systematically to make sure it did not work. But this time we can do it. We can do it. And I charge the interim leadership to do whatever you can in your powers, and all the members of government, please help. Let us divide ourselves and let the mobilization begin. It will be my joy and the hope of Amazonia that this year we are able to do more than we did last year. With less distraction, greater focus, I'm sure that we are going to achieve more. So this is my message to us. The draft, I don't know when Fako is coming up. Fako is coming up pretty soon, because by next month it begins. So Fako will come anytime, probably in July. If that happens, please let us, we should have done some of reorganization and brought more people into our groups. Even if somebody is not, it does not like us, if he can come in and give us money and not come and be an instrument of distraction, it's welcome. So I look forward to that work of working with Mula Jimmy and Mula Nick, Ndeli, Emma, and Commander Fomba, and the rest of the people we have in the house to make sure we reorganize. The secret is the numbers. If we put the numbers together and we organize properly, Amazonia will not fail their capital city. But let us organize in the house, reorganize, so just that before Amazonia comes, we are already at a comfortable place to make Amazonia proud. So thank you very much for the privilege. Thank you.
Allegiance to the heroes who bore the land of
Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems.